Hello, students. So, in today's class, we'll see the summary of the story, The Yellow Paper, which is written by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. So, in this summary, in this story, we see that the narrator and her husband, John, a doctor, have come to stay at a large country house. As the story develops, we realize that the woman's husband has brought her to the house in order to try to cure her of her mental illness. He has here told her that repairs are being carried out on their home where they used to stay earlier, or where they used to stay usually. So, which is why they have had to relocate to this mansion or this house in the countryside. So his solution or treatment is effectively to lock her away from everyone, including her own family, except for him, because he is there around her to take care of her and to forbid her anything that might excite her, such as writing. She writes her account of what happens to her and the effect of it has on her in secret, because she doesn't want to reveal that she still is writing to her husband. That's why whenever her husband comes in, she hides her pen and paper, even from his sister who comes whenever she comes to his room. So John's suggested treatment for his wife also extends to relieving her of maternal duties. The baby is taken out of her hands and looked after by John's sister Jenny. Jenny also does all the cooking and household work. That means she is taking care of the house as a whole. So it becomes clear as the story develops that depriving the female narrator of anything to occupy her mind is making her mental illness worse, not better, because she has nothing to engage herself into. So the narrator confides that she cannot even cry in her husband's company or when anyone else is present, because that will be interpreted as a sign that her condition is worsening. And her husband has promised, in a way we can say that promised or threatened, to send her to another doctor. And if her condition doesn't show signs of improving, then obviously she'll be treated by the other doctor. And according to a female friend of this woman, she has been treated by him, and he is more like her husband and brother, or only more so. That means stricter than her husband. So that's why it is better to be treated by her own husband. So the narrator then outlines in detail how she sometimes sits for hours on in her room, so tracing the pattern in the yellow wallpaper. She then tells us she thinks she can see a woman stooping down and creeping about behind the pattern. That is, she can imagine, or that is an illusion that is getting inside her brain. So we will come into the detail of discussing all this thing after we have summarized the story. So at this point, she changes her mind and goes from being fond of the pattern in the yellow wallpaper to wishing she could go away from the place. She tells John that she isn't getting any better in this house and that she would like to leave. But he tells her she is looking healthier and that they cannot return home for another 3 weeks, because their lease is up and the repairs at the home have been completed. So they have to stay here till for another 3 weeks. So finally she feels despondent and dejected. So the narrator tells us how she is becoming more obsessed by the yellow paper. So especially at night when she is unable to sleep, and so lies awake watching the pattern in the wallpaper, which she says resembles a fungus. She starts to fear her husband. She doesn't want her husband to notice what she is looking at. So she becomes paranoid that her husband and sister-in-law Jenny are trying to decipher the pattern in the wallpaper, and she doesn't want anybody else to get the clue of what exactly is behind the yellow wallpaper. So, and she becomes determined to beat them to it. That means she doesn't want them to win over her, because she feels that she will solve the problem or whatever concern is there behind the wallpaper. So Jenny was actually not trying to see or decipher the pattern, but she was actually checking the wallpaper because she thought it was staining their clothes. This is the reason she gives to the narrator when asked about it, whatever she was looking for, but this was the reason that was given by Jenny to the narrator. So, however, the more likely reason is that she and John have noticed the narrator's obsession with the looking at the wallpaper and are becoming concerned, because they must have noticed how the narrator keeps herself busy looking at the wallpaper and what she is trying to see exactly in the wallpaper. That was the concern of Jenny and her husband, the narrator's husband. So, next, the narrator tells us that she has noticed the strange smell of the wallpaper and tells us she is she seriously considered burning down the house to try to solve the mystery of what she smells was. That means she is unable to make out what that smell is of, and she wants to burn the house just to solve the issue or the concern. So she concludes that if it is simply a yellow smell, she doesn't has a definite meaning or definite definition for the smell, or definite idea about the smell which is coming out of that room. So she just says that it is a yellow smell. We now realize that the narrator is losing her mind rather badly. She becomes convinced that the woman behind the yellow paper is shaking it, thus moving the front pattern of the paper. She says she has seen this woman creeping about the grounds of the house during the day. She returns to behind the wallpaper at night. The narrator then tells us that she believes John and Jenny have become affected by the wallpaper. So that they are losing their minds from being exposed to it. That means they are afraid of or scared of the wallpaper. They are affected by the wallpaper. So the narrator begins stripping the yellow wallpaper from the walls, much to the consternation or concern of Jenny, because she witnesses that how the narrator is behaving and how she was trying to tear off or strip off the yellow wallpaper. John has all of his wife's things moved out of the room, ready for them to leave the house. So while John is out, the narrator locks herself inside the now bare room, because there is nothing inside the room, everything has been moved out of the room, and throws the key out of the window. So she cannot be disturbed because she doesn't want to move out of the room and she doesn't want to be disturbed. That's why she has thrown the key out of the window. Now she has become convinced that there are many creeping women roaming the grounds of the house, all of them originating from behind the yellow wallpaper, and that she is one of them. So the story ends with her husband banging on the door to be let in, fetching the key when she tells him it's down by the front doormat, and bursting into the room, whereupon he faints at the sight of his wife creeping around the room. So that is the end of the story, or that concludes to summarize the plot of the yellow wallpaper. So the yellow wallpaper was written in 1892. It was a short story, right? So it has the structure of the diary. It has structure in the style of the diary. So this is in keeping with what the female narrator tells us, that she can only write down her experience when her husband John is not around, since he has forbidden her to write until she is well again, believing it will overexcite her. That means John doesn't want his wife to write, because he feels that if she starts writing, then it is going to excite her further, and which will further worsen her health or mental health, and that is what John doesn't want. Now, through a series of short installments, we learn more about the narrator's situation, as we had seen in the story and now in the summary as well, and her treatment at the hands of her